Three young lads, with nothing but their wits and a thirst for something more, set off on a daring adventure in a land ruled by the powerful. They are flawed souls who take what they can from those above them, leaving chaos in their wake. They are the Sons of Plunder.
The Sons of Plunder, rushed and tears, full of thunder, house on fire, wild and free, in the ways of mystery. With the crew, bold and daring, saxophones echo through the night, starry skies, secret sharing underneath the pale moonlight. We're sailing on the Sons of Plunder, rushed and tears, full of thunder, house on fire, wild and free, in the ways of mystery.
My lord, me sheep broke out the fencing and now me neighbor says they his. That ain't fair.
Is this true, farmer? Are you keeping his sheep because they managed to overcome the fencing?
Sure am, and I will tells yo why right now. That gang of thieves got plenty of grass on their side. They aimin' to get the greener, more luscious, more prime blades on my side of the fence. They can't keep getting away with this, which is why me keepin' em is fair. I feed em, they may as well be mine.
That's a lie! They go over because of them horse sheep he got on the other side, flaunting their sheep buttocks and getting my boys all riled up. And I'd wager my last ducat that he's encouraging them to do it too.
You no good lying son of a bitch.
Okay, calm down.
I provoke my right as a tax-paying citizen to trial by combat. Ain't nobody I say gonna call my mama a dog in heat.
I accept you, son of a sheep humper.
I ain't no sheep humper.
Shut up, both of you, shut up! Firstly, trial by combat isn't a legal method of settling disputes.
But it is, my lord. Cousin Jerkins did it just last spring. Thrash that man good!
This isn't a debate. Neither is my verdict. You will pay for the materials of the damaged fence in question. However, both of you will repair the fence no later than a fortnight from this day. And you, give the man his sheep back.
But me lord, I want a duel to the...
No, I don't know what sort of woodness has been going on in the courts, but you need to show some level of decorum in this hall and to your lord. Not another word, let the scribe show my word is final. Now on to the next grievance.
Jonald sits in a grand wooden chair crafted by a master woodworker from the last century. It feels uncomfortable despite the upholstery on the seat and arm rests being made of a foreign spider and its lavish silk. There was a loose strand in the lower corner of the cushion that he once picked at when bored while attending his father's meetings. It's been repaired masterfully, to the point of erasure. The injury to the wood armrest, caused by a playful yet cumbersome attempt by his mother to show his father she could wield a hand and a half sword with success. The nick, like everything else about this seat, has been erased with expert precision. The unfamiliarity makes him uneasy while seated in it. From around the bend of the hall's entry strides a man with a certain pizzazz in his gait. A cane ticks against the hand-knotted rug that is not only decorative, but a physical representation of the container a guest must stay with him. His eyes remain locked onto Jonald and ignore the watchmen who follow on his flanks. The room is ill-lit as the windows can provide little in terms of lighting on this gloomy overcast day. Torchlight in a lit brazier sets a certain kind of mood. Jonald, with a finger in his temple, waits for the unkempt sea urchin to speak.
Me, Lord, Captain Daniel Crow at your services. My cannons you confiscated. They aren't used as weapons, you see. They're antiques. Art collects me. See here my necklace, given by the great Aquamarine.
Are you drunk?
My lord, if I'm to be perfectly honest, on the way here some burly men pined me down in a well. Forced feed me a pint of alcohol.
Are you aware that lying in a grievance admission to a lord of these lands is punishable by death, Mr. Crow?
No. So I redirect me last statement. My lord Jonald, I am indeed drunk. Drunker than your mum on the night you were conceived. Sir, my last statement was not a lie, but an attempt to mislead you, my lord. Can you please not take my cannons? I need those to kill people. Who want to kill me of curse?
Just throw him in the stockades until he's sober. Hold the other meetings for the day. I have had enough of this shit show. I want Father Joy presented to me now.
Please, no. No, no. I'm much more likable when I gets a good night's sleep. All I needs is a comfort woman or two. A nice feather bed, and Sir Jonald, please no, anything but this.
That wouldn't be wise. He has asked to not be disturbed, my lord.
As the drunkard is forcefully removed from the hall, kicking and screaming the entire way around the bend, then out the door, the gears in Jonald's mind begin to carefully shift into a more inimical mode of operation before the beholding eyes that see him from every angle. Jonald rises from his chair and overtly shifts his head side to side to note every face employed by Father Joy.
I won't ask you to interrupt him then. I shall see myself to his study on my own. Stay. I need no escort.
Wait, my lord. Allow me to send word at the very least.
There is no capacity for reasoning left in him now. Jonald pivots around the record keeper informally, then pushes the door in the back of the chamber wide open. As an arrow would he whistles through the west wing of the estate, the clack of his boots foreboding his intent to find his way to the heart of the matter. Father Joy's door is protected by two watchmen that shed their slumped idle poses in exchange for upright alert stances. It's a cold standoff. Jonald looks them in the eye one at a time. He sees the uncertainty, and so he pushes his way between them and flings the door open.
Jonald, what can I help you with?
Who is this?
Mr. Penn. You recall him, don't you? The tavern keeper down the road.
That's Mr. Penn. When and how the hell did he become 7 feet tall?
Mr. Penn was blessed with a physique that could defend our town during a great time of strife. The warriors were gone. Men of faith like Mr. Penn grew into the new role of warrior spectacularly.
What are you talking about? What strife did the town undergo while I was gone? And...
Oh. Jonald falls into a stance as he goes for the hilt of his sheathed baslid, a long dagger. Mr. Penn, with no stance or tell in his posture, forms a fist and decks him in the left eye. Jonald teeters and stumbles, disorientated by the walloping he's received. Mr. Penn steps forward and grabs a handful of hair from the back of Jonald's head. Resisting the might of the man's arm, it feels as if the entirety of his rear scalp may be torn from his skull.
And there the Treventus hair stands, no piss in his pants, no attempts to plead for his life. Yet he knows that on this average day, unlike any other, he may be felled like cattle on the morning of a feast. The butcher ponders whether it's youthful ignorance, or some semblance of a warrior's spirit that he sees in the only hare's eyes.
Jonald grabs the armored forearm of the hand clutching his hair as he pulls his baselet. It's an awkward motion, but he does insert it into the armor-less gap underside and slit Mr. Penn's wrist. Blood gushes from the wound. Penn retracts his hand, causing Jonald to topple backwards, slamming his back into the closed door. The boy is quick to recover and gain his footing.
Aha! And another warrior is created. Like all warriors, it survives the fires, the molding from hammer, the process of being forced into shape. Unlike other warriors, this one is steel wrapped in a deceptive covering of porcelain. Soft to the touch until chipped.
Jonald, as he scrambles mentally to think of his next action. Mr. Penn, with his bleeding hand, grabs his sword arm with the speed of a snapping whip. He doesn't try to wrench it free. Rather, Jonald makes an assault for the exposed throat of Penn. If it weren't for Mr. Penn's fist crashing down onto him first, who knows what Jonald might have accomplished.